Fellow stock investors, hello. It is Friday. We have made it yet another week in the market. Some of us had a good week, and some of us are crying, and we're gonna be just fine. We're getting over it. But friends, let's talk about Mullen. Listen, before I say anything, I'm not here to trash Mullen. I am a fan of Mullen. But I have said I have some concerns I'll just leave it at that. Concerns. I have some concerns. But there's also good things too. So let's mix all that together, talk about it, and I'm sure some of you will leave me very positive comments. I'm very certain on this. So here we go. Mullen. With every bit of good news we have right now with Mullen, the stock keeps going down. I made a video, I think at the beginning of this week, where I said Mullen more than likely is going back down to $1, and I've been preaching this for a little while now. The reason I say that is because Mullen has these huge hills right now that it has to cross, and right now it's really not. There's actually a handful of problems, and I'm going to bring those up. But like I said, I'm not here dogging them out. Let's just talk about the bad stuff first, okay? The bad stuff. Mullen has been very hush-hush about a lot of things in the inner mingling of the company. The one person that they use to talk about what they're doing right now is this guy, Lawrence. The problem with Lawrence is that when he goes live on Facebook or gets in trouble in DC, I'm not even going to go into that because I don't need a lawsuit on my hands, but we see Lawrence, he keeps making these announcements that are just more announcements that don't really lead to good announcements. And as of lately, and help me on this, I need your help right now because I don't have a Facebook, but supposedly Lawrence's Facebook page has gone down, so we don't even know if Lawrence is a part of Mullen at this part. I don't have a Facebook. I have tried to look him up on Facebook, and I can't find him. So maybe this is true. I'm assuming this is true, but maybe he's still off. I have spoken on him in the past month that there's some shady things going on with him in his dealings. He has really been the only one talking about this supposed Saudi deal that could happen with Mullen, which is like the main thing everyone wants and needs right now. This is a huge deal that Mullen needs. If it's a real deal, it needs to happen like ASAP, because this is what a lot of people are waiting for. This is a $10 billion deal. I mean, it would be astronomical, life-changing overnight for Mullen if this were to be real and happen. But that is yet to be seen. It's just whispers at this point. That's going on right now as we speak. I hope everything's fine. I hope Lawrence is okay. I'm hoping everything is fine here. Like I said, I'm not trying to dog the situation out. Next, Mullen, right now there's two investors right now with Mullen. There are investors that are in this for the long run. They're like, I like Mullen, I like what they're doing, I like their vehicles, I like their product. And that's a huge point. Yeah, I get that. There's not much to say on the side of Mullen making a lot of money right now because they're not. They do have money coming in, but it's not a ton. But like any other new company, they're having to spend a lot of money to get things going. So we have a long-term investor situation. It's safe, it's sound, it's boring, but hey, it's investing. Next, we have the short squeeze investor player, where if you go to any chat room right now, you're seeing people saying that Mullen is going to go to $10, $20, that this squeeze is going to be so big, it's going to be bigger than AMC. Even though there's no evidence or logical way they can explain this, but it's going to happen because someone told them that. Friends, it would be so easy to put a thumbnail up here right now and say Mullen is going to squeeze to $100. And I could simply show you a candlestick chart why this is going to break here and why this is going to bust here, and Mullen's going to be the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life. Those videos are on YouTube. You can find them. But you want to know what happens to those guys? They eventually get in lawsuits and their channel gets taken down. So friends, what I want to say right now is that Mullen has a lot of mixed information right now. And listen, I am bullish that Mullen could work. I really am. But there are huge issues right now that a lot of us that are actually in Mullen for the long run have concern about. I mean, we're talking about us as investors, people putting in $100, $1,000, $10,000. There's people that have a lot of money at stake right now. So It's okay to ask questions. It's okay. That's what you do when you invest in a company. You ask questions. Do not buy Mullen based on what other people are hyping up and saying. Mullen has just come out of a reverse split, 1-25 split. We just had that happen. I have been preaching, like I said, that Mullen will probably more than likely go back down to $1, like I started off on the video. Why did I say that? I said that because Mullen right now is waiting on actual factual news that something good is going to happen. Now, we've seen Mullen have a few deals here as of late. Even this deal right here that is still going. The North Carolina deal where Mullen is delivering these trucks. This deal will be done by December of this year, where everything will be delivered, they will be paid complete, and the deal is done. And hopefully it will continue. Hopefully it will bring in more deals for Mullen. So Mullen is actually delivering vehicles. They have deals out there. Now, Mullen has a few other deals, but they're in progress. They're slow to happen. Now, there's people that are saying, Mullen, the next delivery of these vehicles, it's going to be in August. Now, we saw Mullen already deliver a few of these vehicles to the North Carolina company here. It did not budge the stock. This was before the reverse split. It did not budge it. So, my concern is that, Mullen, when it hears good news, it really doesn't move on it. Right now, Mullen is being tossed around right now with short traders using and abusing it so bad to where it's hard for it to get anywhere. And this is right back to the beginning of the genesis of before the reverse split, why Mullen took a reverse split. They took a reverse split because the stock fell all the way under 10 cents and the NASDAQ said, hey, we can't be doing this. People are getting stuck in this. The stock cannot go up anymore. Mullen went ahead and pulled the trigger and they said, we're going to go ahead and do a reverse split. That shot the stock back up to $2.50. Since then, we have continued to fall, and we probably will fall more because Mullen right now is waiting on these promises. What are those promises? One, the Saudi deal, which is really hard to track down factual, actual news on the situation. I've seen people explain it. I've seen people bring up paperwork that really, I don't know where they got it from. I'm hoping it's real. God, I'm hoping it's real, but it's not happening yet. And now all this news with Lawrence, this is a little scary. Second, Mullen is saying that they have revolutionary battery technology that they will be releasing later in the year, that they are holding tight to their cuff right now. Now, here's what I will say about that situation. I have been following for the last years now every other EV company, and here's the one trademark thing they all say, from Lucid to Rivian, Lordstown Motors, they all say they have revolutionary battery technology. So it's kind of just a thing what EV companies say, but I'm hoping Mullen really does have some kind of revolutionary battery technology. Going off of that, Mullen has a lot of competition, but a lot of EV stocks right now are not doing so hot. Tesla is still just the cream of the crop. No one's going to be able to knock Tesla from the platform. It's not going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. There's no way. Some of you may be crying right now. That is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to be real. Listen, I have physical money in this. I'm trying to be honest here. I think it's, like I said, I think it's okay to ask hard questions. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with breaking apart from the crowd and going, hey, let's look at this and let's think about what's actually going on here. Because I just keep feeding the machine and I'm not getting anything in return. I'm actually losing a shitload of money right now. So what is going on here? And I get so irritated when I see people make videos on Mullen and like, this is the squeeze, it's gonna blow up. Friends, I have had a YouTube channel for 4 or 5, I don't know, years now. I cannot tell you how many stocks I have watched and I have followed, even ones that I've never even talked about, where everyone says it's going to be the squeeze of a century. Please be careful when people are talking about squeezes. Can Mullen have a squeeze? Absolutely. I get it. The puts, the calls, what it needs to be here, X time, date. I get it. The problem is we get into a situation where we're chasing something and people get hurt in the market. And that is what we're watching right now. So I fully believe, just like before the reverse split, when I said Mullen was going to have a reverse split before it happened just a few weeks ago, and everyone was dogging me out about it, I believe Mullen is headed for under $1. And the reason why I say that is for two reasons. Mullen is not talking, and they need to talk. They need to talk about these big deals. Second, June and July supposedly could be terrible months in the market. Stock market analysts, financial analysts, they are all saying that there could be jeopardy in the stock market in June and July, which will damage a lot of stocks in the market, especially ones that are pretty much tripoding right now, and they could fall down if one of the legs gets taken out. Like I said, not trying to make anybody cry, but right now, I think, I'm not chasing a squeeze right now, and I get there's people doing, and the people that are chasing the squeeze, they're not even watching this video anymore. They've already left their comment cussing me out, and they're gone. I get it. I really do get it. I think if we're looking at Mullen, we need to look at what's going on in the inner company. So key points. We're hoping that the Saudi deal is legit. Next, we're hoping that Mullen does have some kind of battery technology that is going to change the game and really make them the forefront running of EV companies right now. And third, we're just hoping for more deals for Mullen. Friends, I'm really hoping the best for Mullen here. I really am. I like their cars. I like what they're doing. You can actually go on their website. You can go on their Twitter. They have a lot of things going on that's very interesting. But right now, we're dealing with a company that is in trouble with their stock, their finances. They're making deals. They are. They're bringing in money, but they're also spending a lot of money too. So friends, the best bet is that next week Mullen shoots up, we see a huge deal, and something amazing happens. I really am hoping that happens. I really am. But friends, let me know what you think. I really wish all of you the best of luck with Mullen. All of us the best of luck with Mullen. I hope you have a phenomenal Mother's Day for all the mothers out there. And congratulations, and have a great weekend, friends. Talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.